Namastê, olá, eu sou a Mari Rain e hoje eu vou ter a grande oportunidade, alegria e honra de conversar com uma professora filósofa e mestra iluminada da Índia que veio ao Brasil com sua imersão Campo do Despertar para levar pessoas numa jornada dentro da consciência. Welcome, Shri Preethaji.
Namaste. So
Namaste.
beautiful to see you.
So beautiful to see you too. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
It's wonderful to always connect to people and connect to you.
So today I would like to talk to you about those subjects that are very important in our society nowadays, that is spirituality and self-realization. People are urging and willing to get those things. And also we have some kind of prejudice with the spirituality. And after pandemics, people just don't know where more to go, and we have a lot of depression and anxiety, and also some people that are searching for to have a way to be free of the suffering that we are seeing in the world today. Because in pandemics we were praying and meditating, but now we can see this world that is kind of mess. So Brazil is considered the most anxious population in the world.
Wow.
And in our last live that I was with you, you just commented that Brazilians were asking much about depression and anxiety. So how can we do, what can we do to change this situation?
In terms of spirituality and self-realization, it's actually being accepted all over the world because people are becoming tired. People are becoming, there is a sense of meaninglessness in what they're doing, and they're searching for a higher meaning. And people are also tired with the rush of the everyday life, and they have started to look out for something that will help them cope with this amount of rush that is there all around the world. And it's very beautiful to move into prayers. It's very beautiful to have the divine connection, but it is also important to journey on the path of freedom and liberation. That is why EKAM's path is both self-realization and God-realization. It is only when both paths come together, then you experience a great freedom and liberation. And what do you do with anxiety and depression? You need to build awareness. You need to learn to build awareness. You need to embark on this journey of knowing oneself. You need to use the light of the insight into seeing how anxiety is built, how depression is built. When large populations start living by themselves, live in self-centric, preoccupied way of living, the result of that would be depression. Because one is feeling so separate, so alienated from everybody else. When you're so alone, you will feel depressed. But if you learn to move away from that separation, from that disconnection, if you learn to move into that place of connection with the other, it could be connecting with a plant, it could be connecting with the skies, with nature, with people. But in that space of connection, depression fades. My immediate go-to place for anybody who's depressed is, if I have to tell if somebody is depressed and somebody is asking me what should I do, I am depressed. There is one thing that they need to nurture within themselves. They need to positively nurture a state of connection. They could experience this connection as appreciation for people in their life, as inclusivity, as feeling supported by everyone, a feeling of gratitude for having all these people in their lives.
Yeah, Brazilians love gratitude, but there's also a difficulty to get with this, you know, because everybody just says gratitude for everything, but they just say
It's
they don't
just,
feel
yeah,
it.
I'm not talking about just using the words thank you and, you know, going through the motions of gratitude. Actually, your heart moving into that space of immense support that you have received from all of them, and there is a connection that happens in that gratitude. I would say the easiest, if somebody is listening to this and are depressed, I would say do the gratitude challenge which EKAM offers. Do the gratitude challenge, immerse in for 12 full days, opening up each petal of your anahata, immersing that space of deep gratitude. I would say that would help you dissolve the depression and anxiety. I've been teaching this to young people all over the world because it's such a huge issue for them. They don't know how to handle it, anxiety and depression. But I have seen people who constantly move into the state of gratitude to begin with. That should not be the end for sure. To begin with, when you nurture your heart with gratitude and experience that connection with the other, then you would see depression fading.
Yes, because every time we are trying to fix the outside,
Yes.
and never trying to look inside. And your meditations are lovely, and I love all of them. I do all the Breathing Room app, and I lead meditations on Instagram and YouTube for Personality, the biggest platform for self-knowledge and well-being. And when you launched the Soul Sync Festival, I did the 7 days, and people just fell in love with Soul Sync, and they asked me to continue. So we did 1 month Soul Sync, and each day were a different intention. And also did an article about you and talking about Soul Sync. And every time they ask me, and I would like to ask you, what was your intention in doing this Soul Sync that is a gift for us?
See, Soul Sync is incredibly powerful. Though a beginner can do it, or even a person who's meditated for 10 years, 15 years can have profound experiences in Soul Sync. When I got that happening, or when I gave it to the world, the intention was very clear. A simple practice that would lead the body to a place of calm. That would lead, build awareness of the body. That's the first step the Soul Sync does, right? When you breathe with total attention by touching your thumbs and your fingers, what is happening is bodily awareness is building. And when you do the next step of the Soul Sync, when you are humming, nitric oxide gets released in your sinuses, and it pushes you into a place of calm. When you're doing the next step, where you're bringing intense attention to your breath, with the breath pauses, and attention to those little tiny breath pauses, you are inculcating a brain that can be truly spiritual. That is, ability to bring awareness.
We just open some spaces.
It definitely is, yes, that is happening.
Brain.
But you are cultivating an art in your brain.
Okay.
Of bringing awareness to the tiny little detail in your breath. And then you move into a space of expanded consciousness. And in that space of expanded consciousness, you hold a heartfelt intention. A heartfelt intention will manifest because your state is beautiful. In terms of the brain, the Soul Sync meditation moves you from the beta brainwave state, which is like a monkey brain, which is jumping all the time, not allowing you to focus, constantly being distracted. From that space, it moves you into a place of alpha. Sometimes people also move into theta. So it's in terms of the brain, you're changing your brain. In terms, we want this practice for everybody because it helps you. Journey of spirituality and self-realization begins by knowing yourself. And it is not possible for one to know oneself if you do not know what awareness is.
Yes.
So slowly, by every day, if you're practicing soul sync meditation, the art of awareness is getting established in your brain, in your body, and you know to see. But later on, when you use the powerful insights which EKAM offers and you're able to see life in those insights, that is when you experience great liberation. So it's like we're taking people as they come from where they are, but then building them, making them spiritual warriors who go all the way up to total enlightenment.
Yes. And you started your field of awakening talking about communication, all the communication that goes in this planet, and also the communication that we do with the universe. And when I was in Abundance Festival in 2020, I was listening in some part, I don't know in which process, and I was listening, I was translating, and I just got this voice in my head. The communication needs to be intelligent, because life is a relationship, and relationship is communication. If we improve our communication, we will find a way to peace in this planet.
You will find a way to peace, you will find a way to harmony, you'll also find a way to impact in a very beautiful way, impact the world's consciousness in a very beautiful way. And what gets communicated is your state.
Mm-hmm.
If you are in suffering, you are disconnected. There's no relationship. If you are not in suffering, you experience love, that is connection. You experience peace, in that peace there is connection. You experience gratitude, there is connection. You experience appreciation, there is connection. You experience freedom, connected with a vaster universe. So it's like a process of connection that is possible when your state is free of suffering. So that is why the path of freedom from suffering is what is essential on the path of self-realization.
So we are talking about this communication.
Yes.
Relationship is really this, then connection is the way we communicate. So disconnection, there's no communication. And those AI that are here now, people are just living with artificial intelligence, and they are taking over some places, also our communication.
Yeah.
But you talk about the universal intelligence. And when I say to people, you can express, you can communicate outside, but first you need to first communicate with yourself. In the path of self-realization is a communication with yourself, but also you need the other pillar that would be the communication with the universal intelligence. Would you speak about this?
This universe that we are living in is an intelligent universe. You can call it as a universe filled with the divine. Every bit of this universe has incredible intelligence, incredible sacredness and divinity. And this intelligence that is present everywhere is also present in your heart, it is present in my heart. And there is a way to communicate with this universal intelligence. To establish that communion with this universal intelligence is so beautiful. And people experience feeling supported, feeling loved, feeling embraced, feeling accepted when they have this profound communication.
It's like an intuition, it's a way to...
You experience it as intuition. You probably experience it as actually a divine form in your heart. You probably experience it also as peace, energies of love. But it's a beautiful experience.
Okay, thank you so much, Preethaji. Would you like to leave a message for our community, EKAM, and for people in Brazil?
I would say everybody do the gratitude challenge starting, I think it's starting very soon. So everybody get involved in the gratitude challenge, immerse your hearts in, or bathe your hearts in gratitude, allow the Anahata Chakra to awaken, experience the divine more powerfully as you awaken your hearts. And the Soul Sing Festival is coming up.
Again?
Yes. So that will be an incredible place for the entire community and everybody else. New people come together and start off the new year with the Soul Sync practice for 7 different intentions.
Right.
And for the community, I would definitely like to say, don't stop your journey, your spiritual journey for anything. Because once you are able to bring that incredible awakening to that state of pure consciousness, once you're able to live your life free of suffering, you are incredibly powerful in terms of the impact that you can create for your own lives, for the relationships that you have in your life, and to the world. So blessings for every one of you, for anything that you wish. Blessings definitely for being a compassionate, enlightened being.
Thank you. Namaste.